Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
The beautiful Lynnette Caldwell joining us today with a beautiful different background. I know she's in another wing, as she says, but looking good today. And your clothes, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Entrepreneur, coach, you name it, she does it. Welcome back to the show today. How are you?
I am excellent. I am Lynnette Caldwell, and I am a mindset, biz, and wealth practitioner. I help coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs get right with their money. I help them transform from the inside out. I am also the owner of theMANEthang Hair Wellness Kit. I love those cute photos you just sent me. Adorable. I make all hair wellness products.
Yes, of course you can post. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
to respond.
Yeah.
I was running back from the bathroom.
No
Absolutely.
problem. I knew you would get to it at some point. And also, I am the owner of Nana's Pudding and Other Deliciousness. You have to go to that page and see my last two posts about those last two events. Venus's, my granddaughter's event, and then I did a cake for another event, kind of Halloweenish.
I haven't seen this on Instagram.
Yeah, it's on Nana's Pudding, on my Nana's Pudding
Got it. I
underscore
thought you
page.
meant on okay, not on the website. Okay, got
No,
it, got it, got it. All right, perfect.
That's all. Instagram is always my go-to page. Like that's where
I
everybody
know.
contacts me. That's where everybody is. I don't know why people so infatuated with a website because I never really get traffic through the website. I always get traffic on social media and word of mouth.
Isn't that the way it is? Well, I will look it up. I haven't yet. So, entrepreneur, mindset coach, she does it all. And what are the updates in your life? We've been speaking almost every week for the past few months, and you're always on the go, always have an
Oh,
event, have something, or the birthday party. And of course, with your entrepreneurial skills, you're just like amazing and helping so many people.
yeah.
Where did you want to start for today?
Well, first of all, I just came back from my baby's first musical. I took Venus to see the Sesame Street musical
Wait, in the New York City, where is it?
in New York City. It's on 42nd Street.
I didn't even know about it. Awesome, awesome. I would love
I've
to.
been
I'm going to look it
I've
up.
been
Tell
on
me.
them for since they came out in October, and I was reluctant. Good thing I was reluctant. The ticket price had changed or whatever, and we went today. My girl was so happy about this musical. She was so loud and clapping and her version of singing, and she was just so into it. And that's just how Ava was when I took her back then to see a concert. So it was very different. But this one was more like a puppet show. Whereas when Ava went like 6.5 years ago, they were characters, you know,
Well,
more
what age range would
actors.
you say is it good for?
Well, this is good for babies,
Okay.
but they definitely would have liked the other characters because this was so short. Like, say for instance, this is the stage. The puppets are like right here, so you could barely see them, and we were right in the second row. And it's a very small theater, but nevertheless, she loved it. She was on it from clapping and singing and making all kinds of noise. Those were her friends, and she had a great time. I was like,
Wonderful. I was just saying the other day, I haven't brought my kids into the city to see any type of musical or Broadway show. We've done like the Radio City Rockettes, which we'll probably do again this year. But
oh,
there's so many things on Broadway that you can, and so that just piqued my interest. Maybe too young for my guys are 5 and 7, but
I would
there's,
suggest the other one where the
yeah.
characters are.
All right,
Yeah.
good to know. But for the little ones, and then you know what else is good for her? Even my kids, okay? Did you ever hear of the Gazillion Bubble Show?
No. Where's that? I
It's
didn't hear
like it's like Broadway, it's like in the 40s, it's like Broadway area. You have to Google the Gazillion Bubble Show. Okay.
the Zillion
Austin
Bubble.
went when he was 2 and when he was 4. Jackson went when he was 2 weeks old only. But it is amazing. Literally, it's a stage of theater and what they do with bubbles, like they'll even call you up on stage as an audience member and put you in a big bubble. The a million, it's just so visual for a child, for
Really?
an adult, for any age. Gazillion Bubble Show, you have to check it out. I'm
They
telling you,
had
that's
some bubbles coming out because I think Ernie was in the tub or Bert, somebody
oh,
was in
like
the
a little
tub.
bathtub. How
Right.
cute.
So the bubbles were coming from the ceiling, and she finally realized that it was bubbles. She kept looking up. I mean, she was just so into it.
That is amazing. The
Yeah.
joy, it's all about the joy in the children and to
Oh,
turn them on to
absolutely.
experience all these types of things at a young age is just priceless. So
Right.
I'm glad you did that. But
Absolutely.
please I'll check out your Instagram page later. I haven't. And we're going to check out the Gazillion Bubble show
Gazillion
together.
Bubbles. Yes, yes. I definitely want to see it because I'm into these shows. I've taken Ava to almost every show, Bubble Guppy and all
What
kinds
other
of
shows? Wait,
I mean,
what am I
throughout the
missing?
years, Ava has gone to Disney on Ice. She's going. I mean, and she sung the whole entire show. Like, where she's always animated, and then there's some other shows. I think it was Bubble Guppy. We've gone to before. We've gone to at least 5 to 6 or 7 shows that they've had out for the various. I don't know if it was
Monster Jam's cool for the kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that in the city as well?
Well, it depends. I think it comes back to the Prudential Center at MetLife. It hasn't been to the Garden in a while, but also out on Long Island at like the new arena, the old Nassau Coliseum and the UBS arena, I think it's at. So that's coming around soon. But I mean, it's mostly you think boys and trucks, but girls can like it too.
No,
I
no,
like it.
I know those are fun. I mean, this one did some good promo because that's where I heard it online. So that's where, I mean, on the radio. So that's where, I usually, unless I'm going through something online and then a commercial pop
Yeah.
up or something. But I'm glad you're telling me about these other ones because I'm usually on it. I'm on it. But my other baby, which are my businesses,
Aw.
has had me so preoccupied. So I caught that one, and we'll see how it's going for the other ones. But everything, I've been I just someone called me today about some cupcakes for it's not a baby shower, it's a baby birthday party or
Okay.
whatever. She wants a big cake and some 100 cupcakes. Ooh, I eat all this stuff. 3-tier cakes,
Wow.
100 cupcakes, a lot of different toys on the cake. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a big to do. And the baby's going to be one.
I know the parties, they're like, back in the day, like our age was like sweet 16s,
Right.
or if you had a bar bat mitzvah, if you're Jewish, and it's like, and now they're doing like huge, like birthday parties with like the candy tables for 1, 2, 3. It's
Right.
like,
It's like, oh my gosh, will they remember this? But Venus party was over the top too, so I can't even say anything. Things are just they are what they are, and they turn into adult parties because the adults
yeah.
wind up having fun too. So
And
that's
they bring the
that's a good
alcohol
thing.
to a separate table, and it's fun for everyone.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
it's fun for everyone. So I enjoyed today. I'm going to continue to have fun and focus. Stay. It takes me away because sometimes you need to be taken away. And I don't. I told you before, I don't go outside that often. But today was a nice, brisk day. I loved it.
Okay,
I,
how hot has it been? Like the past 2 days? It was like
yeah, it was
85.
humid.
It's so humid. My hair was like,
Yes. Your hair
how
was
was your hair? Nothing from the main thing can help
Um,
that. I mean, unless it's like, holy, I had to keep it back. I was like,
Yeah, mine. Well, like I said, I've been in the house for the last few days. If I'm not going to therapy, I don't usually go outside, so I haven't been outside. But inside, I could tell it was really, really humid. So I usually keep my cap on a lot, and
yeah,
I'm like, I had to turn the fan on yesterday and the day
uh-huh.
before. I'm like, wow, it is really, really
I had the
humid.
AC back on in the house. The kids
I
were
put I
sweating, and
put
I
it
had to
on
put it, yeah,
today.
woof. And it's amazing. I feel October. It's like, I can't believe it's here. You feel like, okay, we're done with it. And all of a sudden I'm like, the AC again. I'm like, I was about to wrap that up. I'm like, okay, thank God I didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not just yet. It's almost October is almost like my birthday month, May. It could be really nice or really cold. So
Mm-hmm.
it all depends on, what the weather monster is at that time. So but I enjoy it. I have a good time with it. So before I spoke to you when I got back, I was on a Zoom with Amazon. They teach you how to advertise things. This is part of the
Okay.
Black Business Accelerator program. As a matter of fact, I have another Zoom meeting with another man tomorrow. But this is about acceleration, so I am extremely happy about that. So
Awesome.
the Black Business Accelerator program on Amazon helps Black businesses, minority-owned businesses, people who are women-owned or disabled or whatever the situation is. You have to be Black first, but they help you not only Sally will probably but teach you how to advertise them and how to get the best out of the products online on Amazon. So it sounds so difficult, like, oh my gosh, this is so technical, but they walk you through it and you keep going back and then they send you recommendations. So they just trying to help you get the most out of your advertisement and whatever it is that you're selling. So I really appreciate that. Did I tell you last week that the main thing Alexa was Amazon's choice?
No, no. You
Yeah,
talking
I
about that
probably didn't
company
even.
reach out, you were starting to do the doggy stuff, and then that
Right, right,
wait,
right.
what do you Amazon choice for what?
Amazon's choice, like they give you a label. You know how you say bestseller or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm Amazon choice, which means that I have not had any refunds. I'm fully stocked. The price is right. People are looking. People are
Wow.
clicking. So yeah, I'm so excited. I when I
And
saw that.
how long have you had your products now on Amazon for? Just curious.
Okay, so I can say I successfully got my products finalized in like maybe
Okay.
July of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a process. It's always a process because you have to do the descriptions, you have to get the keywords, you have to be SEO compliant, and then you have to put your pictures up, audit not just still pictures, but you have to have like videos and stuff. So it took time for me to get all of that done and then have it all put up. So it became finalized in July of 2022.
Wow.
So it was a process, but
But pretty quick for that. My gosh. Wow. Pretty quick to come up and to get all that like amazing accolades within a year. That's pretty amazing.
right, right. So it's just coming up on a year that I even introduced the product to the public. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm wanting to go the next step, which is like uh, getting it into stores. So I'll see what their policy is. I think Sally's like you have to buy a shelf or something. So I'm kind of pretty becoming well known and I
Awesome.
have 4 products. So maybe, I have a conversation with them and figure out how we can do this because Sally's, Target, Walmart, and I don't know what other establishment, but those 3 I'm really vying for. So when I say stuff, things come into life. It's called
You
manifestation.
make things happen. Well, clearly, as a mindset coach, it's just what
Right.
you do. It's just, natural to you. And again, you are self-made. You worked yourself up to the top from, not going to say nothing, but you weren't helped, you weren't
Right.
guided.
I
You
didn't
became
have a
not, it
blueprint.
wasn't like your family was a bunch of entrepreneurs. No, you learned this yourself and now you got
Right.
the skills and techniques to teach so many others. And I know that's a really
Exactly.
big growing business for you, the mindset coaching and
I
helping
am
others
so
succeed like
excited.
you are. How is it going? Any updates with
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's challenging is these VAs, virtual assistants. I mean, you hire them, you give them the money, and then you don't know where they are, what they're doing, and how things are going. So it's like a hit and miss with that. And that's just any business. When you have a business and you hire other people to do various things for you, they kind of it's kind of working around you trying to get your message out. Like for instance, when I was doing the labels for the main thing products, the main thing is supposed to be the miracle hair growth elixir. Can you tell
uh-huh.
me how many times you've seen miracle hair growth? You don't even see that on the label because they don't listen.
Yeah.
And you keep trying to say it over and over. So once you get the labels, okay, move forward. So I'm trying to talk to this virtual assistant. We have the registration page together. So we just need to put some little finishing touches on it in terms of automating the emails, making the payment or sign up information good so that when people does sign up, they can get
Uh-huh.
the information that they need. So that's what I'm wanting to do. And then market it, get out there, tell my story, market it, get people intrigued and have them sign up because I am really excited about teaching people how to start a business, grow a business, scale a business, do whatever it takes to package their talents and not only do a service-based business, but people could start a product-based business. They can get on Amazon. They can do things. A lot of people are afraid of Amazon because I'm gonna be honest with you, there are a lot of things that you have to I would say beware of, but beware of. You have to know a lot of things. For instance, I sent a whole slew of products. I like to send products in increments to Amazon because they lose them, they break them, they damage them, and if you don't follow up, then you'll never know what's going on. So one time I sent products, they lost them. I've never seen them again. Another time I sent products, it took them a month and a half to put them in inventory. This time I just sent more products and they were saying that they were damaged after 2 days, like meaning the warehouse broke them or something. And then they said they found them. But now I know that if such a thing happens, you can get reimbursed for them. So I didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things that you need to know, and I can see how people are getting, a little afraid of it because they was like, "How is that?" I don't know if I would want to do it, or people say they have a difficult time, or people don't realize, like me being in the Black Accelerator program helped me understand about campaigns and advertisement. I don't think if I was there, I would have known about it.
Yeah.
So when people think that they should just get on Amazon and then that's it, they waiting for people to know their product. People will not know your product if you don't sponsor them, if you don't advertise for them, if you don't start a campaign, and they will not. And that's individually. So collectively, as a storefront, I have 4 products there now. If I sponsor my brand, then they will know about all of my products. I'm
Ah.
learning this. I'm just learning this as I go. So people need to understand this, and I can see why they're afraid to be on there because they don't understand or they don't know all of these processes. So I get that. I think you asked me about another product, and I think I found my next product, and it's a beard kit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a beard wash, some oil, and then it's a comb, a brush, and some clippers. And it
Yeah.
comes in a little bag. So that's um my next product. That's gonna be my next
Wow.
product.
Look at
Yeah.
you. Cater to the men as well. Wow. Good. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. They can still use all of the main thing products, and they can use these oils as well. They're all natural and everything is good in regards to the products and all the ingredients. So I love the whole experience about the clippers, the comb, the brush, the wash, the oil, everything. So if you're traveling, you have your little bag with you. You can take it with you, your man bag, your man purse.
I'm sure that's going to be beautifully embroidered with your logo on it.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
is it still the main thing?
It's still the main thing. Well, I'm private
Or
labeling this.
okay.
I'm private labeling this one. I realized that it was so funny. Every time when I talked about the main thing, people just automatically assumed it was a private label. And they was like, "Well, where did you get it from?" And I'm like, "I make it." And they be like, "No, I mean, where did you get it?" And I'm like, "No, I make it." And so
Wow.
a lot of people do private labels for their
Mhm.
products, but not I. So I'm gonna do this one as a private label, but
Congrats.
have my the main thing back it, with all my information on it. So that will be my one of my
And
products.
what's the timeline on something like this? I mean, I'm thinking holidays here would be great for gifts to sell, but is that too quick turnaround time? Are we getting this
Um,
done for like next month for people like
well, that's the goal. That's my mom. Let me
take it? Go
see.
ahead. We're live on the air. It's
Oh
fine.
my God.
Make sure she's
Mom,
okay.
mom, I'm on my podcast. Is it? I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah.
You're an amazing daughter. Awesome. Awesome.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
All I have to do is just pay for it and have it shipped over. I'm wanting to have it shipped directly to Amazon, but I need to create a whole new product for it. I have to create a description, and I don't know if that will be ready yet. So I'll take it here and have some products here, and then have some products sent there because we know how they can be sometimes.
That is a really great niche. Really
Yes.
great niche. Wow.
I'm still gonna venture into the doggy shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it could be for dogs or cat, any kind of animals, but I want to make sure it's right. I'm not gonna, do anything that's gonna harm the little fur babies. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure that everything is good for them. So that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have to do it myself because I haven't found anything that goes well with it. I see a hair mask as well that I may want to try, but I'm very particular about the hair, so I gotta look into those ingredients. So far, what I saw was pretty good. So this way, I don't have to consume myself with making the products all the time. I'm going to stick to the ones that I make,
Yeah.
continue to do those because I've been getting quite a few orders even for the shampoo because
Mm-hmm.
the shampoo and the biotin sold out, and then the elixir, the baby, and the other elixir, those are the most popular. The main thing and the baby elixir are the popular. So now I see that I'm getting orders now for the shampoo. And that's for branding my brand and sponsoring my brand as opposed to one product.
Yeah. Amazing work you're doing. Hey, I
Yeah,
love it. I love it. I
as
love it.
Venus was doing all day at the concert.
Really? Clap, clap,
Yeah,
clap,
she
clap.
was just clapping all day.
How far away are you from the city? Just hop on the subway or train? What's your like
Well,
route?
I have Accessoride, so I took Accessoride.
Okay.
I haven't been on the train since I had the accident, but I'm in Brooklyn and far Brooklyn, Canarsie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm some ways away.
Mm-hmm.
And then my daughter met me there. She was so smart because my car was a little late and our appointment was at 11. Now the show started at 11, so I'm thinking, oh my God, they're gonna start right on time, and I had to come across 42nd Street. So when I got there, they was like, oh, are you Lynnette? She's already in. She
Uh-huh.
already asked them. She told them my name. They looked up the tickets. It was easy. I mean, that was perfect. And the show hadn't started already, and I was 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
So it had just started when I got there. So I was so happy about that. That worked out because I didn't want to have them wait, and I didn't want to miss any of their show, but it worked out perfectly, late and all.
Beautiful. I love you do so much with them, and it's so important, right? To
Yeah.
teach them at a young age too. Yeah. And
Yeah.
what does your daughter do, by the way? Is she business
She,
minded like you? Was she an entrepreneur or no? She's
she's a stay-at-home mom, but her mind is so like mine. Like she knows how to do a lot of things at home. She don't mind getting a hammer and fixing things or doing things. She knows how to figure things out and make sure that as a matter of fact, while we was there, she was like, I think they should do things this way. She said, every place I go, I'm always figuring out a better way to do something. And that's how I think. Like I always think about how you can improve upon something or invent a product or make something.
yeah.
So, once her baby grow up a little bit more, she would get her juju because prior to this she was working. She was at a job, but I want to see she has so many ideas, but then nothing has come into fruition
Yet.
yet. So we'll
Hmm.
see.
With a
She had
mama
some,
like you around
yes.
though.
I mean, yeah.
That's
I
how.
mean, but you know what? You can only talk to people when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Beautifully said. I like that. Yeah, it's true. You have to be ready.
Yeah.
So everyone who's listening out there today, Lynnette Caldwell here, we're on the line with her. And if you need help thinking about starting a business, contact her. Hello, as a mindset coach, this is her expertise, and she can help you in all types of businesses. Give us some examples of some of the people that
Oh,
you're working with. Like, what type of businesses are they starting? Do they need help with? Anything you,
coaches,
hmm
consultants, and these can be all kinds of coaches for career coaches, personal life coaches, consultants like corporation consultants. It can be any entrepreneurs, whether you're service based or product based, whether you're inventing a product or you just want to, because they have like drop shipping now. So you don't even have to come up with a product line. You could just go buy a product and have it shipped directly to the customer. So you don't actually have any inventory at all. You don't have to ship anything. You can advertise a product on any platform, your social media, Amazon or whatever, and have the company who sells the product ship it directly to the consumer. So it's all kinds of things that people can do. All kinds of coaches, mindset coaches, business coaches, career coaches, life coaches, business consultants, everything.
Awesome.
Everything that's out there. Yeah. Anything that you can think of. And I specifically like to help people have forge a better relationship with their money, because I just feel like before you start marketing, because before there's sales, there's marketing. You have to market, you have to build sales, but what's your foundation? What's your relationship with money? As we know, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, so I had to get a better relationship with my money so that I can, you know, make my business profitable. I can invest in myself in the things that I need to do and not have to complain about it, but have money kind of flowing on a regular basis, as not have it ebb and flow as much. When it starts
No.
to ebb, like it's going out, have a better rapport, make sure my words are consistent with what I want. I circulate my money. I don't spend it because it's coming back to me. So these are the things that we have to be mindful of when we talk about money and things like that. I'm not just here to tell people like, well, you need to invest your money. I mean, people don't even understand money somehow. So before we get to investment, we need to understand our relationship, because our relationship with money is just like a relationship with a person, whether it's platonic or romantic. We have to get to know it, and we have to understand it in order for us to move forward.
And
So
can I make a suggestion? I'm a
Sure.
firm believer in those like Christmas funds or whatever funds. Put a little aside in an envelope somewhere every week or 2 weeks before you
Yes.
work. Like it adds up, and it's like, wow, how did this happen? Just
You
And
know
then
what?
Christmas, I'll have a
That's
little Christmas fund. I do that. Yeah.
I have that automatically for my bank
See?
account. I
You're
suggest that people have at least 3 bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
One is for where you pay bills. One is for where you're saving and you never touch. Another one is like you saving and then you may need it for something like going on vacation, a Christmas fund or something like that. But I also have money coming out for my
Yeah, I like
grandkids.
seeing it separate. Exact. Me too.
Right.
I have the vacation fund, the holiday fund. No,
Right.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, because you know that things are coming in, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start with a foundation. Like, okay, this is what I'm starting with, and then, like you said, if you could just put $5 away,
Yep. It
just
it
put
makes a
$5
difference.
away.
It
It
does.
makes it starts to add up. And I actually purchased something, or I think I paid for something through one of my savings that I just have it going to the. I don't even know how much money is in there, but
Wow.
I just put
It
money
just
in there
happened.
into that account, and I said, let me use this card to pay for this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I had that much in there.
Wow. Awesome. It's
Right.
true. We need
Right.
some money mindset tips next time. I appreciate it. We're out of time, unfortunately. So let's remind everyone how we reach you. But yeah, like these little money mindset tips. It helps all
Yeah.
of us. Yes, yes,
All of us,
yes.
yes. So I'm Lynnette Caldwell. You can reach me on Instagram at Lynnette Caldwell. You can reach me at Nana's Pudding at Nana's Pudding underscore on Instagram. And on Instagram it's the main things with an S at the end.
Beautiful. And I'll check out that post on Nana's Pudding. I want to see
Yeah,
the
2
party
different
and
posters.
all
Yeah.
you made and the whole beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good luck. We have that cupcake order. Is it for this week?
No, actually it's for in a couple of weeks. Like
Okay.
in 2
All right.
weeks.
So you have
Right.
time to prepare. I want to hear more about that. And always a pleasure talking to you. And I got to find the
You
picture
as
of
well.
Jack using your comb because they love her wide tooth comb. She gave it to me. We did a live session and yeah, amazing products. The main thing, I use her hair. Oh my God, her bonnet. Yeah, I love it. We'll talk next week. Keep in
Okay.
touch and I'll see you soon. Okay, sweetheart.
All
Have a
right.
great day. Lynnette
You too.
Caldwell
Thank
signing
you.
off.
I'm glad to see
Bye.
you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.